comics in there. There's a few comics in there and stuff and other things, yeah.
Dude, these are awesome. Oh my goodness. What was the inspiration for Astro Kitty?
So that came about... Ooh, who let the dogs out?
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Word. Oh my goodness.
I just didn't like us talking about cats.
I know. Do you have a dog comic?
No, I don't. There's one dog cartoon. There's one dog cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Put one in at the back.
He's so upset. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, what was your inspiration for Astro Kitty?
Okay, so I started putting the band together at some point, like the music. So I'm not a musician, but I had some friends that are musicians. One friend had written me some songs, and another guy I knew was talking about doing some songs. And I thought, we both sort of had the idea at the same time, let's do a cartoon band. So I was already doing that idea. And I can't exactly sure where Astro Kitty came from, other than she sort of popped in my head one morning. And I just started sort of scribbling it out, because I'd been doing sort of live drawings and model drawings, and sort of getting into that. And I was like, I need a little way to make it my own. And then suddenly it sort of all came, that could be the singer of the band, like this character Astro Kitty. And boom, I sort of filled up a whole sketchbook in one morning, actually, which a lot of was really the basis of this book, like the rough drawings. And then
that's so
it sort of evolved from there. Now there's a whole band. There's 5 of them in the band. So, yeah.
So are the other band members in here?
Yeah, they're in there. Yeah, so the first section's Astro Kitty, then it sort of goes, there's a bit about the album in there, then it goes into some of the other band members.
Oh, is this you guys?
Oh yeah, and that's some of the musicians, yeah.
Aww. How long have you guys been friends?
Some of them for a while.
Okay.
So Chris, who's sort of my main musical collaborator there for a long time, and then the others are people I've met sort of in the process, almost in the process of putting the music together. Yeah.
Awesome. And then how long has that taken as far as like putting is this your first album?
Yes, so this book, I kickstarted the album and the book. Well, actually, it was 2 different Kickstarters. One Kickstarter for the album in where are we now? That would have been 23, I think, and then 25 I did the book, the Aston's book.
That's amazing. So all of this is like super duper recent.
Yes. Oh yeah. This is my most recent work. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you should totally put this out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just don't have any room for it right now.
At least I was like, yeah, that's totally.
I was hoping something would sell out.
Well, in that vein, then, since you are focusing on your gaming stuff, what is it that you would like to showcase?
Okay, well, I guess right now I'm showcasing a lot of my Pupil comics. Pupil's the epic fantasy sitcom. He's an inept wizard married to a beautiful warrior princess. It's more like a domestic situation, so it's more about his home life, his everyday life, as opposed to epic adventures. Although he does go on epic adventures. He has saved the world a couple of times, but more or less by accident. So yeah, that's it. It's sort of based again, that's something I started a long time ago and did it as a zine for many years, then started doing it as a webcomic. Now it's in a series of graphic novels. It's sort of grown. And I'm sort of writing a prequel at the moment. Yeah. So.
Fantastic. As I started reading last night, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nostalgic for me, because it totally feels like some of the cartoons that I would read like in different newspapers and things like that.
Yeah.
I was like, it's got like that sort of flow, which is wonderful.
Yeah, this book I very much did it like in a strip format. I was sort of doing it, but yes, I would do it as a comic, like as a daily comic, 5 days a week. So I'd be cranking them out.
That's amazing. Right on. How far did you get when you were doing the daily comic and everything like that?
I did it daily for about 4 or 5 years, I think, and that was the majority of the content. But I'd done it earlier as sort of zines and things like that. Yes, and then since then I dabble around. So the later book is sort of just things that I've dabbled around with since. And yeah, now I'm working on another book. Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I've got more, but I got a bit distracted. I've done different things. I do sort of children's book illustration. That's day job stuff. I do a lot of work for Goodman Games. They keep me very busy too.
Oh, Goodman Games too?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's a lot of the originals I have behind me here are things that I've done for them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Stuff down here. Like this, yeah.
Awesome.
Some of those, yeah.
Wow.
These are recent ones, yeah, things like this.
Incredible. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's so cool. So you're just kind of everywhere.
Yeah, one thing after another, let's say. Yeah, I do sort of, but I'll sort of switch between projects, yeah.
Okay. No, that's fantastic, and it seems like you have like, I mean, obviously like a lot of different like interests and everything, dabbling into music, dabbling like, I mean, well, not dabbling, it was like literally just like full blown like comics and everything like that. And then what is your game up there?
Oh yeah, so my game Legitimacy is the game of Royal Bastards. It's kind of a free-for-all game. It's got a good and evil mechanic. The premise is the old king died, and so you're one of his many heirs that he's left around the kingdom in different regions.
Okay.
So you start with your character, and your character has a pet, and that's a way to sort of set up your character at the beginning. So you can randomize it, or you can weight the game one way or another depending on the character and pet combinations you have. And there's a good evil mechanic which affects whether the creatures, evil creatures won't help you do something good, good creatures won't help you do something bad, sort of thing. So that'll change. It doesn't matter whether you're good or evil for winning. So there's some dubious morality in the game. It's all about sort of finding the crown jewels and stealing them off each other and being the first one home with 3 of them.
Oh,
so it's quite a wild, swingy game.
No, that's fun. So it's kind of like a heisty type deal with like within the kingdom and everything, and like kind of first one to have all the riches type thing.
Yes, it's very PvP,
Okay.
and one of the main mechanics also in it that I designed it so that adults would have no competitive advantage over kids.
Oh, that's
so
great. That's great.
Kids can usually beat adults at it. And in fact, kids tend to be better at it because they tend to slightly grasp it a little quicker.
No, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, because like we're always looking for like different games to play and everything. Like when it comes to like all of the children that we have around us and whatnot.
Yes. Well, my son's 23 now, but
Oh. When did you come up with Legitimacy?
Well, I was working on that with him when he was about 7 or 8, so I've been around for a while. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Did he help with the concepts and everything?
Oh, he definitely was sort of chief play tester, and I was definitely kind of working on something that would be understandable.
That's amazing.
Them.
Well, shout out to Chuck's son then. Chief play tester. Incredible, dude. And then as far as like what basically like got you into wanting to make this particular character Pewful?
Oh, in Pewful? Yeah, okay, so he grew out of my early sort of D&D games. He was actually a character played by a friend of mine, but the drawing of Pewful is more like my friend than his character. And also people used to think that we were brothers, so he's a lot like me as well. So that sort of route. But I guess I really love, that kind of fantasy role playing, and the basic characters are there. Wizard, cleric, fighter, thief. They're the sort of core characters. But as I say, it's more like the domestic stuff. But that whole world. But I also thought, fantasy, that's gaming. I think that's going to be around. That's going to grow, and so that's the chicken side of that. Plus, I just love it. Yeah, I love drawing all that stuff. So yeah.
That's great. Do you still do like D&D games and things like that with your friends or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Have a regular game more or less every other week. We meet on Sunday afternoons, and we're playing 5th edition D&D, but in a very old school 1st edition flavour. I find 5th edition plays a lot like I used to play 1st edition. So it sort of goes like that. And we're playing mostly like a Greyhawk campaign. Yes.
Greyhawk, okay. Yeah. That's like, do you happen to have... Actually, do you still play with the friend that has inspired people?
No.
Okay.
He's been very successful in the UK. He's living
No, that's great. Hey, as far as I can tell, you have been successful like yourself, which is amazing.
Yes. Well, thank you. That's nice. Yeah. Well, I just keep drawing. Yeah.
Excellent. No, I'm really excited to actually like dive more so into the adventures of Pewful and everything. From what I've started to read, like these characters are so cool. And like I'm already in love with his wife as well. It's like she's so great.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Well, the idea he's got to wears the skirt. He's a wizard. He wears a robe. She's she's in the chainmail bikini. She's out sort of earning the real money, fighting orcs and monsters and whatnot. And he's at home dabbling around with spells.
It's okay. Hey, if you end up saving the world even by accident, I mean, it's like technically, it's like you still technically basically to serve your flowers and a little bit of a break. So, you know, probably side with Pupil a little bit, but it's okay. No, it's fantastic. Was there anything else that you wanted to like draw attention to?
Well, I suppose the other things I have is my Earth-based series, which we mentioned. That's my science fiction cartoons. So these are more like single panel cartoons as opposed to full-on comics. So I was doing these recently, probably like 2018, 2019, I did a lot of those. That was just to do something. I've been working on really complicated. I'll show you the other thing that I was working on just before that is this book, Wizard Pickles, which is a search and find adventure with like all these different sort of puzzles. Like a Where's Waldo type thing. That's so cute. Yes, and I've worked on quite a few sort of Waldo type books. In fact, I actually worked on some official Waldo stuff at one point. Yes, so like some spin-off thing they were doing. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so it's puzzles and codes, and the answers are all in the back there. So that was super complicated thing to work on. Something else. So after that, I went to do something very simple instead. I can't even imagine because you came up with all of that yourself. Like yes, that was quite a work there. Yeah. Dude, yeah, I was like, I love like completing those sort of things. Trying to make something like that, I couldn't even imagine. Like Beautiful and Legitimacy, and I thought, oh, and then I had the idea about doing the Search Find books. I'd worked on a few things like that, but I wanted it a little more in depth than Where's Waldo, because Waldo you just find him on this page. Yes. So, and there's not much of a story in Waldo, so I wanted to have like have a whole story in there. Every page had to be its own puzzle and a sort of slightly different puzzle from the other puzzles. And then have overarching puzzles that go through, and have some be quite simple, so a young kid could just read it and do that. And then some of them are more difficult, where you have to really sort of get in and figure out stuff. So yeah. I love that so much. I actually kind of want to get it now. I'm like, that's so fantastic. I love that. Well, everything's available on my website, which is planetearth.com. URF planetearth.com. Make sure you guys check that out. 100%. Another question, actually. What's the behind the name? Like, is there a story with the Earth, or is it just? It's basically the world that Pupil lives on. So, like from quite early on, he lived on planet Earth. Okay. Which sort of sounded good, and then I realised that I could get a trademark in that, so I got a trademark in it. So that's my trademark. Yeah, there you go. Right on. So then it's just like Earth space, and like everything like that. Yes. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Astro Kitty. We have Pupil, all of the different adventures and stuff like that, and then we have Legitimacy and all of the awesomeness. Also, check out Earth Space and everything on streaming platforms. Check out the music, all that good stuff. Also, you can buy the lovely, because we all know that the best thing is actually having tangible something tangible, so get the CD. I was like, so we'll have it on vinyl soon, maybe. Well, it's the art object, isn't it? Once it's a book, then that's the art object. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. No, this is awesome. I love this so much. Thank you for letting us bother you and put a camera in your face. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. Fantastic. This is Chuck Whelon, everyone, of Planet Earth Entertainment.